Good evening and welcome to another scene in Darkness in Dublin. And, well, we have a bicycle that's just been parked outside a certain hotel. And Emily's just heading in. I'm guessing she'll be let in. And she's been texting. And she's heard what went down, but apparently Katja isn't feeling too well. And, yeah. Emily has pretty much just gone over
Katja's
here.
actually waiting in the lobby in her signature, baby pink suit.
Emily just comes in and waves, and she'll just say, good evening.
Katja would not even, do the waving thing. She would just, wrap her arms around Emily in a hug.
She returns the hug. Well, this is friendly. You wanna sit down or something?
Yeah, she would take her to the bar. It's pretty dead, save for her blood siblings behind the bar.
So
they would set a glass of red wine in front of Katja, knowing that this is how they know how she's feeling right now. So, and then they would leave them alone.
what do you mean? I got the text.
It was my fault, Maui.
Well, you didn't kill her.
Yes, I did.
You can't think like that.
I misfired the stupid fucking RPG. I should have given it to Francis.
But
I worried that if I...
the RPG?
Yes, I guess Francis got his hands on one.
Oh, that's something.
And then it could have killed the Voivode, but I can't be long. I've got another meeting, but...
Look. I wasn't there, and I'm sorry about not being there, but...
It's okay. We almost lost Francis, too. I suppose I wasn't thinking very clearly.
Right. I'm gonna... Look. Mistakes like that, you can't let them weigh you down. I know you're not going to, but... If you need me, if you need to talk or something, I'm here. Okay?
Thank you, my dear.
So, what kind of meeting? I'm not gonna... I shouldn't pry. I'm sorry. So, is it here or somewhere else, or?
Oh, No, it's not here. I'm meeting Aurelian in his domain. He has a proposition for me.
Aurelian. That Venture dude?
Aurelian Radcliffe, yes, the Ventru. Apparently a way to pay off the major boon I owe him.
Well, really, it should be me paying it off, but...
No, it shouldn't. I was the one who gave it, and thus I will pay it off.
Alright. I know you're very capable and stuff. I mean, if you're up for it.
There is my one worry is that he'll ask for something that I simply cannot give. So, we'll see.
Okay. I mean, just check chat real quick.
Hmm?
Just a suggestion in the chat. In the in the hangout chat.
Oh, I can't see the sidebar.
Ah, okay. I'll just send it to you. But Emily is just sits there and she'll actually just probably scoot over a bit and she'll just be like holding an arm on her shoulder or something. And just I mean, combat is really messy and really
And generally not my forte.
yeah. Well, no, you do know, but you do know that yeah, you can always you can always pop in and if you need more training. But I know that's not going to help with this situation. But honestly, it's a bit more of a problem that apparently the world is going to end now. I don't know.
Indeed.
I'm not like trying. I'm not trying to track from anything or anything. Like, don't mistake. Like, what I'm saying is, it's also a problem that apparently was it Charlotte?
It was Charlotte, and there was a way to avoid it.
Are you sure she's not working for him? I mean,
I can't be sure.
think of this. She came into the city, destabilized the city at a fairly critical point, and then she helped Ishar do exactly what he wanted.
She seemed to think she was acting,
Or she's very,
well,
very good at lying.
she thought it was a noble attempt, but honestly,
From what
I
I've
can't
heard,
think of anything more hubristic than
be that as it may, I mean,
trying to save the world, saying that you have the world in your hands in that way.
well, as far as I understand, she was told not to kill him, and then she did.
Yeah.
That's going against direct orders, and that kind of thing in this situation with that much at stake. No, like it's either really, really stupid or she's complicit. I'm not gonna. Aisha offered a lot to me if I'd help him. I obviously told him no, no, and nope. But who knows if he's made it an offer to others? It worked out really well for him. All things considered.
Indeed. And we had someone right there who could have done it without breaking the seal, but...
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not.
so, just so you know, we are at the Tremere Chantry, the
Understandable.
Clontarf Castle Hotel.
Is my thing the right way?
Yes, it is the right way now.
Awesome.
Oh, I can read your name. Sweet.
Isn't it amazing?
It's like I can actually read it this time. It's not backwards.
I know.
Did we need Evan as well?
Evan does want to sit in.
Okay.
I sent him a DM. Now he's seen it, so he will probably be here momentarily.
Anyways,
But yes, Katya is wearing her, her baby pink power suit, and
No.
that she wears for meetings. So
Well, that's good.
yes. Well, she had intended on leaving this little chat with Emily to go straight to meeting Aurelian. So
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about that one.
or she might just text him and be like, "Hey, you can come here. I'm with someone at the moment." So
No, bless your socks. That is actually quite a nice little power suit.
right.
That is pretty cool actually. That's kind of cool. I likes it.
I like how she just does not wear anything under the blazer.
but I mean, it's going to be a
But
problem
yes,
because she's in
it's
transit.
okay. She's already been given a major boon from Prince Mithras for being the one to strike the killing blow.
Oof.
That makes absolutely no sense. All right. Well,
Yes,
I
struck the
suppose
ending
that
blow and struck an ending blow on the world at the same time.
um, look, I'm not in the business of questioning someone who's obviously a lot more powerful than me, but
Hmm.
I honestly don't. Uh, I want to understand that, especially when she pretty much, well, potentially doomed the world. Once gonna,
Potentially, yes, but
why was she? Why was she? Why was she even rewarded? Well, I'm not gonna even go there. How
yes,
long
don't
do
worry,
you? How
Emily
long do you
dear.
have to before your meeting thing?
Well, I sent him a text and let him know to come here as I was with someone else, and he could come here. I
Oh,
don't feel like
okay.
going out of my way.
Yeah. I really hope we. I'm not. Actually, I'm not even gonna.
You are not the one paying it back. Just
No,
accept it.
no, it's just no, it's Aisha. Like, I mean, that guy is just such a fucking dickhead and insane, and like, it's kind of ridiculous, honestly.
Uh, but aren't all then true?
Well, I mean, Aisha is a Tremere, right?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the fellow I was having the meeting with.
No, no, Aisha. Like the
Okay.
way he just comes in, antagonizes you, and then poof, disappears. I mean, I don't know.
Seems to be kind of his thing.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is. I mean, God, and I don't know. Just takes a fucking of everyone. Like it obviously had to be me. Obviously. Shit. Oh
Unfortunately, you had a link to him, more so than most of us.
yeah, yeah. Tell me about it. Anyways, Emma will just look over, and I'm guessing that we can say that Aurelius is entering the bar or the main area now.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
would have
sure.
been led into the bar inside the Clontarf Castle Hotel.
Bar. Well then, very lovely. Yeah,
Yes,
I
it's a
will.
bar, and they serve both blood and alcoholic beverages if you have each food.
I always forget that's a merit actually, but yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I will. I will be in the exact same business suit of which you had first met me in.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'll give you some space. I'll be over here, and Emily will
Of
just get up
course.
and she'll walk over. I don't know, some ways away. She'll probably find a newspaper or something.
that's fine. Your friend looks a lot better all put together. I'll be perfectly honest.
Yes, I'm quite glad that managed to get her back, even if I do now owe you a major boon for it. It's a small price. Oh, wait.
I must offer my deepest condolences. I saw an opportunity and took it. I meant no complete ill will to you, the clan, or Miss Stevenson.
I mean, you are a Ventru. Business is what you do.
Exactly. But regardless, there are many, many, many plans afoot tonight, many relating to, I suppose, the good mutual friend who this map, and he will sort of pull it out from in his shirt, is set to track.
Interesting.
Yes, I have two compatriots, as it were, working on a solution to the problem.
Question. Do you look at where he is on the map?
Sorry, Evan, you lagged out a bit as you said that.
Do you look at where he actually is on the map? Take it out.
No.
Okay.
I'm not saying they're going to find where he is now. They're doing some road trip thing.
No, but I'm asking, as a point of interest, do you look at where he is on the map?
Okay, sure. I will look where he is on the map. Is he directly above me, beneath me?
He is not, in fact, directly above or below you. He is in Dublin, however, very, very much. He is in a large central area at the centre of Dublin called the Phoenix Park.
Lovely. I hope the birds he's torturing there are not in too much pain. Where was I?
Might these two compatriots be Ryan Fermo and Connor Fletcher?
Yes to the first, no to the second. The second compatriot is whom I have charged with protecting Mr. Fermo in his duties.
Well, they've not left yet, I can tell you that for certain, as I will be accompanying them because I am the one paying for this little field trip.
Ah, glorious. And you too can make sure they don't come across any mishap along the way.
She would lift an eyebrow. I am certainly not protection, but I can assure that they don't run into any issues with passports or things like that.
When I say protection, I mean in any form you can give. I don't necessarily mean as muscle.
Yeah, because all 5 feet of Katya is not exactly, built for muscle.
Oh,
so.
Yeah, certainly. But
So,
yes, the
you wanted to discuss the boon.
I did most indeed. I'm not entirely sure what eyes and ears exist here, so I'm simply going to give you this lovely piece of paper for you to tear up, burn, destroy, drown, and do whatever you wish with. And it'll hand you a very ornate-looking piece of paper with a lovely little seal of Governor Radcliffe's on it, to be opened at your discretion.
She is about as ostentatious as they come, and this is a little much even for her. She doesn't need to, but she sighs a little bit and undoes the seal.
It's fine. It's actually very gorgeously handwritten with the gorgeous calligraphy, and it simply outlines that, of course, in exchange for the boon you already owe, and some training in other disciplines of which he has knowledge of, he would like. He's basically overwritten it, so he's like, I would like to petition for the potential favor of the teachings of the things that you must not speak of which I am interested. It just goes on and on overwrittenly.
She just kind of pinches the bridge of her nose. Do you have any idea the hoops I would have to jump through for that?
I'm aware of the hoops, but as you say, it is you who shall be jumping through them, not me.
No, heavens. There are hurdles that you yourself will have to jump if you wish, well, that specific thing.
I am quite happy to jump any hurdles to attain such things, yes.
Because, Evan, if I am not mistaken, in Rites of Blood, it mentions that they require a minimum of 3 vials of blood from the person to receive training after petitioning the local lord.
Yep, you would have to ask Solheim's permission. You cannot, in all conscience of Regent of the city, be allowed to. You have to ask permission of your direct superior for a member outside of the clan to be thought to Thamashji. They have to send you with a minimum 3 vials of blood as an insurance policy. And there's and also swear a blood contract that they will themselves not reveal the secrets under penalty of death. There's a whole list of.
Oh no! I have read the book. I am aware of not just the innate secrecy, the innate morbid mortality of secrecy of which I will be sworn to.
Yeah, at that point, Katya would take out her phone and give Stalheim a text and ask him if he can be there, ASAP.
Yeah, no, of course.
Stalheim's response is interesting. He says he is currently in conference, and the individual he is in conference with will be joining you shortly.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Interesting.
That worries me. I have to petition Lord Stalheim for that specific thing, so I will await whoever it is he is sending in his stead.
Of course. I will sort of peruse your beverages and whatnot, but won't actually take any of them. I'm just being vaguely interested.
It is at this moment, Children, that both of the double doors that lead into the bar will open, despite the fact not a finger has been laid on them. And you will see this woman walk into the room. She has hands clasped behind her back, and she is in a very ornate-looking dress and looks pissed.
Oh, Evan, I love the artwork.
Thank you. That is
Katya would immediately stand up and bow.
Sorry, can I just have 1 minute to appreciate that? That is very lovely drawn.
I like a lot of the older World of Darkness artwork that they did, which were just really good sketches.
Yeah, that's what book's that from, if I may ask.
It's an oldie, but a good. I'm not sure. I can find the name of the artist, but anyway, she walks in. She looks pissed. Is the phrase I will give. As she walks in, the doors slam behind her.
Katya flinches a little bit, but she is remaining in a bowed position.
I will stand to attention myself. Lady
Merlinda.
What is it that I hear from my childer about? As she starts talking, you see all of the bottles behind the bar start to vibrate. Emily will also start to vibrate ever so slightly. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Nothing's on fire.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
What is it that I hear from my childer about ignorant children whom meddle in affairs? One bottle shatters that they do not understand, and now have placed everything, another bottle shatters, in mortal jeopardy.
I will adjust my glasses ever so slightly, trying not to cry.
Yes, there was another way around what she did, but there is a very clear look of just irritation and sheer anger on Katya's face as she thinks of what Charlotte did.
Oh, no. She walks for and both Radcliffe and Katya picked up where they're sitting by some force, and they are it doesn't hurt you, but you are flung towards the window that overlooks the bar.
Lovely.
And she points up towards the sky. Give me just one moment.
I was going to say there's several dozen things that this could be about. So there's a lot going on in Dublin right now,
That is true.
and none of it's as good.
There it is. Sorry. I couldn't find my picture file for a second. No, I found it. There you go. She points up at the sky, and it is at this moment that you will notice something very unusual. You notice that.
Knowledge occult? To know what the fuck is going on?
I was gonna say.
Well, she's about to explain it.
Go for it then.
She will say he is unlocking the seals. Needless to say, that is about to, in a few nights' time, we have approximately 7 nights until that becomes his opening.
The moon itself, just to clarify.
Yes.
Okay.
Then I guess that trip to the continent is off. We don't have time for that.
Oh, continent? What?
We had intended to travel to Aishar's hometown.
Why?
See what knowledge we could garner.
Myself and my brothers and sisters will be attempting to contain the energies to buy you more time. Ultimately, I do not know how long we will be able to hold them in check. This is because of that one girl. I want her heart on a plate. Do you understand, Katja von Essen? I want her dead.
Yes, Lady Merlinda, I understand.
They toy with forces they can barely comprehend. And Mithras congratulates her. Just because he is old does not mean that he is not blind. She straightens her hair, fixes it as she regains a small measure of her composure. Because, nanny, she's pissed. She will allow one of her hands to fall from the fist that it's been clenched in as she says, "We will buy what time we can." Also, hand wavy, I'm not necessarily saying this plotline is going to end in 7 days. It's just to give a thematic amount of time. So you actually have as long as Evan, before you can arrange the scene. So go with it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Time tends to work differently in these games because I can say 7 nights and the scene might not actually take place for 2 months.
Yeah.
But she'll say, ultimately, this has been a travesty. There were ways of us dealing with him when he was still attempting to unlock the 7 seals. However, it would appear as though one Toreador decided to deny the entirety of Clan Tremere their time to do so.
Yes, there was a way around it, and we had it right there. The new seneschal had been dominated into doing it. He could have done it without breaking the seal, but that child. She doesn't usually lose her composure like this, and Emily knows this.
Yeah, Emily is, well, she's not floating, but she is somewhat close and paying fairly close attention to this.
I will need to gather the remainder of the council, and we will need to begin to attempt to unweave what it is that is happening. Ultimately, now that the seals are opened, I doubt we will be able to summon the necessary energies to banish this. However, we may be able to contain it, to bottle him up. That is as good as can be done for now. He has already begun the Black Sacrament. Ultimately, he has created his space. The 7 pillars will unlock the 7 gates. The 7 keys will open the 1 door. And then we will have a situation the likes of which has not been seen since the dawn of creation. If Canaanites fear Gehenna, then they should fear this all the more. Superstitious nonsense. There's hashtag Clanchmere aren't afraid of the antediluvians rising, because their antediluvians are right over there.
It's like, yeah, he's right there.
Oh, lovely.
That is so he wakes up and they find out it's Saulat and
Yeah,
they all
it's
shit their pants.
Saulat.
Because gotta
Indeed.
love three-eyed Jesus.
I was always so unsure if the whole Jesus thing for Saulat was real, but the more I read, the more it's just, yeah.
There was even an interesting analogy that said Saulat might have been Jesus.
Oh
dear.
The problem is I can see why it holds water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, hashtag because he was the only antediluvian who could go out during the day, and that's canon.
Yes.
Galconda. Anyway. But
Anyway,
Merlinda snarls like it's an almost feral snarl. You can tell that she's not on humanity, that she abandoned her humanity long ago. But she is pissed. As she says, that protection that Mithras has granted the girl will only last so long, and when it abates, I want her to suffer the weight of her failure as it crushes her.
of course, Lady Merlinda,
Good.
it will be done.
Now, I have to return. Stalheim is making shortly to contain these energies as best we can. She looks at Radcliffe, and who are you?
I am already in Ratcliffe, my lady. I am... If you've ever met Governor Ratcliffe, I am his childer.
Ah, yes, a venture. Exactly the situation that is needed of one who cares about business papers and the pushing of... I digress.
I mean you no disrespect, lady.
Where did you get that? She pointed at the map.
I picked it up when I was last conversing with Prince Mithras, as I was present for the... What was it? Just to clarify, was it a ritual that made it?
It was a ritual. It was an Assamite blood ritual.
I was there when the ritual that created this map was finalized, and I decided to take it upon myself to become the carer for this map.
Let me see it.
Of course, if you would so kindly let me down.
Oh, she let you down.
Thank you. Yep, I'll just happily present her with the map. That's fine.
she scents it. You can see she leans down very close to that and she smells it. For the record, as she does so, you see the fact it's very obvious that all of Ireland that's on the map is drawn in blood. So she's actually scenting the blood.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
She points at Emily, and Emily is dragged along the ground over to her. And
Whoa.
she grabs Emily by the back. Grabs Emily by the back of the head and cracks her head down on the table.
It's fine. You can. I'll answer any questions. Please, just.
Why is this your blood?
Because I don't know. He took an interest in me. I honestly don't know.
Why?
Ask him. I mean, he showed up a couple of times. He used the. Can you please let me go? That's.
She puts more force on. The table cracks.
Okay.
Lady Merlinda, if she dies, so does the map.
She sighs as she lets you up from the rather unpleasant grip that she has you in, and she says, "Why is it that you have a connection? Why is it that you have a connection?"
Not a while ago, me and a couple of other people looked into the old Tremere Chantry that was a ruin. He was there, and he was about to take someone to torture. I helped them out, but he chopped off my hand. And we got out of there, we ran, and we got away from him. But, I don't know, he held up the hand and laughed or something. 2 weeks after, I can't remember how long, but a little bit after, he used a Night of the Red Dread something. Apparently it's some sort of ritual you do. I don't know much.
Her eyes go, one eyebrow does peek at that.
I got out of town because it felt like, well, Satan was after me or something. I just needed to get out of town. I got out of town, and it was, well, the sun was getting up not too long after that. So I ran to some building, and he was there, and he, well, I don't know, he offered me to join the dark side, and I told him nope, nope, and nope, and no way. He talked about what he was planning to do, the whole end of the world thing, and yeah, that's, I don't know. I don't know. Like, he takes an interest in me. I don't know why.
He cut off your hand.
Yeah, I tried.
Why did he not why did he not cut off your head?
Emily just shrugs. Beats me. I mean, that would have made a little bit more sense, actually.
And why did he care enough? You are nothing. Why did he care enough to want you to join him?
I don't know. I mean, if I knew, I'd inform, well, everyone, and we might have a leg up on him, but trust me, I want this guy as dead as much as everyone, so yeah.
Very well. No, you can see she's studying you, Emily. And what she does is she removes a dagger from her belt, and she takes a bottle from another pouch. And quick as lightning, she cuts you. This dagger slices through your fortitude, but she just nicks you ever so slightly, like basically a tiny cut on the face.
Mm-hmm.
and she dribbles a droplet of blood into this vial. She doesn't say anything, but she looks at the vial and she kind of does that thing where where you shake a vial.
Oh yeah.
And she's looking at it very intently. Like there's something has happened that's interested her, and she's trying to ascertain what it is, or rather, you sense that there's a lot more to her action than necessarily you're seeing. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, and she's terrified. So yeah.
So she doesn't say another word. Her demeanor changes. She was angry, but now she's thoughtful. So she starts to walk away from the group until she reaches the doorway. And as she steps through the doorway, she'll disappear in the same manner that Solheim is wont to do.
Well, that wasn't how I thought that would go, but
By the way, Emily, fun fact:
why
it'll give you the permanent wound flaw, but that cut in your cheek will never heal. It's just a tiny nick, but it'll never heal.
Well, that's okay. Oh, she doesn't know that yet.
But I'm just saying, it won't give you any mechanical effect. It's just a tiny little.
that wasn't how I intended that to go, but, well, needless to say, I'll petition later when, well, everyone is less tense.
Of course. He doesn't seem all entirely phased by that. Did he get the map back, Evan?
She didn't take the map off the table.
Oh,
She
okay.
basically put Emily's head into the table right next to it, but she didn't actually take the map physically.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll just like roll it back up and put it back.
I mean, I gotta tell you, Aurelius, was it?
Yeah, Aurelian, yes.
I hope you know how to defend yourself. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
I
I do.
really do.
I do.
Okay, that's good. You do realize that map is like that's like a magnet for trouble, right?
I am more than aware.
All right.
Yes, many things are a magnet for trouble in this town.
I only hold this map because I believe I am capable of protecting it. As Mithras's gift to the Camarilla of Dublin, I feel duty-bound to protect it.
It's funny considering one of his bloodline was at that meeting.
I do find that rather hilarious. I have spoke with this individual, as it were. He would be the one protecting Mr. Famo.
Actually, question. I was going to say, if you ever want to do it, at some point you should find out where your character's Ventru lineage comes from. Because they're big on that.
That is a good point. I will have to research colonial Jamestown and go a few hundred years back from there, but I'll work on it.
Find a 4th generation Ventru that you like, and basically say, I draw my line from them. That's what you do, basically.
Ah, okay then. I can do that.
I think it's actually a thing before their accounting ends. They're supposed to be able to name their line, I think. Most Ventru that are...
Yeah, they're meant to recite their lineage, basically, and that's a big point of pride for them.
Yeah.
I mean, the Ventru are kind of pompous assholes, but, you know. Nothing against you, of course.
No, of course.
Yeah, Emily just looks at this guy, just She's just looking at him.
Can look at me all you want.
Katya would actually come over and kind of wipe the blood from Emily's cheek. Are you okay, my dear?
Oh, yeah. Just another Tremere, very, very powerful, who knows of me, who's suddenly taken an interest in me. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It seems our clan has a
There's like
a distinct interest in you.
fine. I'm totally fine. Like that's not going to be a problem at all.
Do you have any idea who that was?
Should I?
She is an incredibly powerful Tremere by the name of Lady Merlinda.
Okay.
She is one of the founding members of Clan Tremere.
Emily just immediately face palms. It just stands there. Oh, that's just perfect. Yeah, that's really great. Thanks for that information.
I mean, I figured it would be better than not knowing.
I know. It's just it's a lot to take in at the moment. It's just it's fine. No.
Yeah, she's just gonna take a little rag and kind of dab the blood off of her cheek.
Hmm.
Which is hilarious because Emily's a good foot taller than Katya. Though is wearing heels, so it's not quite a foot right now.
So, guess you're not getting an answer to your thing just yet.
Given her temperament during that meeting, I wouldn't. No.
It's fine. I don't blame you.
I would not have asked in that moment for anything. Nothing could have compelled me to do that except maybe being dominated, and
Right. So I'm gonna check up on Francis, I think. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I was injured, but I healed, so I didn't take nearly as much damage as he did.
All right. I'll
That
see if he's okay.
beast.
Right.
I still call.
Yeah. All right.
I think if
I'll see
some
you
of
guys.
them had not pulled Francis back, he would be dead right now.
Well, I'll go look and see if he's all right. I'll speak to you guys.
But before Emily leaves, Katya would kiss her on the cheek.
Emily stiffens for a minute and just says, thanks a lot.
Be careful, my dear. Dangerous times we live in.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I had never guessed or something.
Okay, smart ass.
No, I'm just sorry. Okay, it's just I'll be going now. And
She's now standing there with her hands on her hips.
Yeah, Emily
just giving her the look.
Yeah, Emily almost runs out.
Darling girl, but yes, needless to say, you won't be getting an answer today.
That's completely understandable. I am, if nothing, if
Maybe
not patient.
Maybe if the world doesn't come to an end, we'll talk about this again.
Of course. Not a problem in the slightest. Some deals take a very long time to complete. Your friend over
Indeed.
there, will she be okay?
She should be. She's socially awkward, but She's very adept at taking care of herself normally.
If she should require further protection, don't hesitate to call me. I have very interesting rates on some Assamite mercenaries.
I was going to say, the Assamites aren't particularly fond of my clan.
I'm quite sure if I pay them enough, they can let that slide.
Yes, indeed.
Without arousing suspicion, is there any inkling as to what's so special about her?
I don't know. I arrived after all of that happened. I've only been in Dublin myself for, oh heavens, 3 months now? Something like that. I arrived in March, nonetheless.
That's completely fine. It's just worth garnering what information I can around here. Other than that, I suppose I've not much other business here. I should probably go and converse with what is now our new prince. Tell me, what is to become of Thrain?
I believe he's been sent to the US for something or another.
Interesting. I've not read too much upon Hennessy, but he seems like a man who can get the job done.
Oh,
Admittedly,
he certainly is. I have seen, well, now Prince Hennessy at the time, he was our seneschal, do some incredible things.
good. It's always good to see even the clans of slightly lesser repute manage to make the Camarilla far greater than what even my own lineage can manage at times.
He is an impressive man, that is for certain. I'm quite fond of his childer myself.
That's understandable. He is a fairly good-looking young individual, I should say.
You do realize that Seneschal Hennessy, Prince Hennessy, that's going to take some adjusting time,
Yeah.
is a Nosferatu, yes.
I am more than aware of that.
Sketcher's a darling boy, though.
I have heard a few things of him. Rather interesting young lad.
He is extremely talented. Talented enough to make any Toreador pale in comparison. Well, except the most powerful of them, of course.
I'd say pale in comparison. That has a certain amount of, I guess, hindsight. Never mind.
Have you never seen his work?
I can't say that I have, I'm afraid.
I will be right back.
Not a problem.
It takes her a few minutes, but she comes back with a framed portrait, a 9 success portrait of herself that Sketcher did at the masquerade.
Oh, wow.
He did that within seconds.
Well, well, well. If he's ever looking for a dealer, I'd be more than happy to sell this.
Well, we were supposed to have an art museum for our new Elysium, but, well, a lot of things happened and that has been put on hold.
Completely understandable.
But our keeper of Elysium wanted to have a whole wing featuring Sketcher's work.
I'd say for this type of work, that's only fair.
Now, you should see his studio. This is nothing compared to some of his more impressive works.
I don't doubt that it is. I look forward to seeing it. But certainly until then, I believe with the turbulence within this chantry, I had best make my leave before I become too friendly with this bar here.
Well, I could get you something to drink before you leave, but if you are so quick to go, that's fine.
Oh, I am. I've much more business to attend to, and quite frankly, being lifted into the air a good few feet has put a spry in my step, as it were.
Ah, yes. Well, I'll walk you out then.
Why, thank you. I appreciate that. And he'll sort of just dust off his coat a little bit, just in the event being thrown across the room has uh, made it a little dusty and such forth.
And she would walk him out.
Okay. I guess you can end scene there if you want.
Thank you
Indeed.
very much, players, for playing, and watchers for watching. Good night.